Hello, my sleep-deprived X-ray victim. Today I want to talk to you about something very important. It's called a source of free electrons. Why is that important? Oh, because it's really the reason that X-rays happen in general. So, hi, if you don't know me, I'm Darby, the snarky X-ray instructor. I am teaching you everything that you need to know for the ARRT registry. I'm doing a video on every single specification. The first thing is a source of free electron. Let's get into it. Free electrons, also known as thermionic emission. Basically, it's the only fucking foreplay that the cathode gets before it blasts photons to your patient's ass bones. Step 1. Free electrons don't just grow on trees. You gotta yeet those bastards off the tungsten filament at the cathode. Did you write that down? A source of free electrons is the tungsten filament. It's not the anode, it's not magic, it's not Jesus. The source of free electrons to create X-rays is the filament wire in the cathode, specifically tungsten, heated by a current. Write that down, write that down. Those electrons that are created at the cathode, they need to be yeeted off of that filament. How? By cranking that shit hotter than a cheap Walmart toaster. Why tungsten? It's basically the cockroach of the periodic table. It has a high melting point, it doesn't burn out every 5 seconds, and it's heavy enough to yeet the good electrons. And where does that fucker live? In the focusing cup. It's a little bowl of despair around the filament, usually made of molybdenum or nickel. Its only job is to tell the electrons, stop spreading your legs, get in line and aim for the anode like civilized particles. Otherwise, your beam would spray everywhere, like a busted garden hose. Now, the ARRT also loves to ask about the relationship between Ma and free electrons. Ma equals how many electrons we're boiling off. More Ma equals more electrons equals more X-rays. Less Ma equals weak ass exposure, grainy ass image. Ma controls quantity, not quality. Write that down, write that down. And don't forget, thermionic emission is not instant. You slam the button, the filament heats up, then the electrons go to party. That's why there's a prep stage, like a rotoring stage. You're literally preheating your fucking toaster before launching a beam of medical chaos. So to recap, source of free electrons comes from a filament made of tungsten, which lives in the focusing cup, made of nickel or molybdenum. I can't say that word. You heat the filament, creates thermionic emission, which creates free electrons. Ma is the quantity of electrons, aka how much beam you're eating. The registry loves to ask who's in charge of quality versus quantity, so don't fuck it up. Congratulations, now that you know your X-ray tube probably has a better sex life than you can go cry in the corner.